Welcome to the channel. If this is your first time here and you like horror related content, please consider subscribing. I'm going to be doing some short films and a lot of horror related stuff. I talk about horror movies, mainly 80s cheesy horror movies, and I have a growing collection of creepy masks and creepy pets. So if that's the type of thing you're into, consider subscribing, please.
Oh, that's pretty weird.
Nah, man, that ain't weird.
And if you're one of the 2 or 3 people that actually watch my videos, then I appreciate you being here. And today we are going to take a closer look at another one of my silicone masks. So this is another silicone mask spotlight. So we're gonna take a look at motherfuckers. If you want to leave now, I get it. Okay, in today's silicone mask spotlight, we are going to take a look at this guy. This is from WFX, and it is called Malum. If you've seen one of these spotlights already, you've probably heard all this before, but most of the people that come to my channel and find these videos have never seen a video before, so I apologize for those 3 or 4 of you that have already seen one of my videos, but I need to reiterate some of the things that are important when looking at a silicone mask. Now, I buy these for very specific reasons, for filmmaking. I want to shoot movies with them, short films, maybe even a full-length movie one day. So there's very specific requirements when I buy a mask. I buy some masks just because they look cool, but other masks because I plan on using them in films, and that is the case for this one. This Malum mask cost $399.99. I'll put a link in the description below to the website where you can go buy these. I think they also sell them on Etsy, but I think, now again, this was years ago, I'm pretty sure I bought this one used off of eBay for a drastic discount. I think it was like $225 maybe on eBay. So again, I will put links in the description to the places that I look for cheap used masks also, so you might be able to get a discount. Now, I didn't have a very specific reason, like I didn't write a script and then have a need for this mask to be in it, but I wanted a mask that could be pretty versatile. So this one, you know, if you put some vampire teeth in here, now you have what looks to me like a vampire. It also looks kind of like a demon, and it's also kind of this orangish red color and could probably pass as a devil if you put it in a devil costume. It was just a really cool mask, and I liked a lot about it, especially the price at the time. And I just thought it would be something that would be pretty versatile in my collection, so I could use it for lots of different things, and that's what I plan on doing with it, but I love it. I really like this mask, which is why I wanted to do a spotlight on it. If I could gripe over one tiny thing, it would be, and I don't know how well you can see this, but maybe you'll see it when I do the close-ups in the movement of this in front of the green screen. There is a seam running up the side and over the top that's pretty noticeable. All right, so you can see it all the way down there. Now, that's not a huge deal. If you're looking close under the light like this, you can clearly see that there's a seam there because the paint didn't really attach to the seam well. Now, I don't know if this is in every production model of this Malum silicone mask or not. Again, I bought this one used on eBay, so there is a chance that this one had something wrong with it, and that's why they were selling it so cheap. I don't know. So if you have one of these Malum masks, let me know in the comments whether or not you can see that seam. Now, I know that that sounds like something that I dislike about the mask, but truly, I really like this mask. A lot of the other masks, like the one I did in the last episode, is amazing, but it's really thick with silicone. This one, very, very thin silicone, which means you probably have to be a little bit more careful with it when you're taking it on and off of one of these head forms, because it might rip a little bit easier than one of those thick guys. But what does this soft, thin silicone have that one doesn't? Movement. The actor can really emote or show emotions, and they can really act through this mask when they have it on. And again, we'll do some close-ups in front of the green screen and you can see exactly what I'm talking about. And the important parts of a silicone mask for me when I'm using it to shoot a short film or I need an actor to be acting in it, there's a few places you have to really, really look out for. Those places are the eyes and the mouth. Those are the only 2 places where it can be a dead giveaway that it's a mask. So this one is awesome for those 2 things. So the eye holes, look how tiny they are. It's really thin and it goes all the way around the eyes, and it's a pretty realistic flesh color according to my skin at least. So you really don't see any of my eyes peeking out. You see just some eyelid and eyelash peeking out, but it's not enough to tell that it's actually a mask. And same thing with the mouth. It's a really good fit around the mouth. It holds pretty well to the lips, and there's a lot of movement in this really thin silicone. And those are really important to me in order for me to use this on film. If it looks like a mask, then I failed. If it looks like an actual monster and it blends in on the eyes and it blends in on the mouth and there's a lot of movement to it, then it looks like an actual monster on film, and we're gonna take a look at that right now. But again, Malum WFX, $399.99, and well worth it. So let's take a closer look at Malum. Okay, so let's check out the movement of this. Now, I'm just moving around like a weirdo, just so you can see how much movement is in the brow area and the cheeks and the jaw and chin and mouth. You can see also, pay attention closely to the areas that I told you to focus on, like the eyes. Look how well it blends into the eyes. It's really hard to tell that it's an actual mask, and I have a ton of light blasting on this thing. So if you threw in a pair of contact lenses and made your eyes look, more demon-like, this would be really convincing in the eye area. I love it. Also around the mouth, same thing. If you put in some false teeth, there'd be a lot of really good movement, and you can see inside and see the crazy false teeth, and it would look pretty badass and convincing. I love it all around. It has good movement, and is it comfortable? Absolutely. It's really thin, really soft silicone, which makes it really easy to wear. It's probably one of the most easily wearable masks that I have in my collection.
Is it possible to do dialogue in this mask? It sounds a little weird, and again, you can see how well the dialogue would match up with the actual mask. If this was lighted correctly, it would look pretty convincing, or as close as you can get to convincing without actually having a Hollywood practical effects person on staff. Pretty awesome, right?
Okay, so then let's get rid of this ridiculous front lighting and add a little bit more realistic horror lighting to this and see what it looks like. And you can see with a mask like this, you probably get away with a lot of lighting. So when we did the really bright front light, it was really hard to tell that it was a mask. But now that I'm doing some moody horror style lighting, it's really hard to tell that it's a mask. It looks really cool when it's lit correctly. And again, this is a really quick, sloppy version of lighting. If you want to see how to light a horror scene like this, I have a video on that. Go take a look at that. I don't really want to explain it here. You can watch that on your own time. But with just a tiny little rough setup, you can see how cool this mask can look under the right lighting. Awesome, I love it, great movement, can be used for lots and lots of different things. Like I said, this could be a vampire, this could be a demon, this could be the devil himself. The paint job is kind of dramatic when you look at it under the bright lights, but I kind of like that because when you light it dark or when you put it in the shadows, those really pronounced veins that may have been a little overemphasized in the light can really still pop out through the dark in like the dark temples. The paint job itself looks a little bit weird in the light, but when you get it under the right lighting, it really stands out in all the right places, making a really great silicone mask specifically for horror movies. Another awesome mask, right? I couldn't recommend it more. I love this mask, and I am going to buy the full chest piece and the gloves for this so I can make a full character out of this, and then maybe I'll even raffle this one off or something since I have an extra one then if I buy the bigger version from WFX, which I might do. So stay tuned for that, and if you're not subscribed, make sure you do and hit the little bell icon so you'll know if I do anything crazy like that, like give away silicone masks. And also, if you like this kind of horror-related content and you want to see more of it, please subscribe. And if you really want to help this channel grow, the biggest thing you can do is watch the videos. If you watch the entire videos all the way through, it really helps me, and I appreciate it greatly. So thanks for watching this one, and I will see you in the next video.